winter and Christmas season has been wonderful so far. Today I'm excited to share my ideal winter nighttime routine. Of course, not every single night is full of all of these moments, but I wanted to share some ways that I indulge and celebrate this time of year. I truly believe that each season brings something unique and special for us to enjoy. So this Christmas season, I've made it an effort to spend extra time appreciating and indulging in these cozy moments. So I would say that my night typically begins when I'm wrapping up work and starting to get hungry and want to get started on dinner. So on this particular day, it was around 5:30, 6 p.m. when I started getting ready and wrapping things up. For dinner tonight, I'm making one of my favorite lentil soup recipes, which is truly a staple in this household. I've been making lentil soup for years. It is one of my favorite things to eat, and the best part about it is the leftovers. I'll link it below, but just a little note, I do substitute the yellow potatoes for sweet potatoes because I just prefer sweet potatoes. I think they're the yummiest. In wintertime, it's pretty custom for us to have a soup every single week, at least one a week. It is just the ultimate cozy meal. And like I said, it is beyond fabulous for leftovers and just very warming and cozy. Another thing I love to work on in the kitchen this time of year is bread. So tonight I made some garlic bread and I followed this half-baked harvest recipe for a buttery garlic Christmas tree pull-apart bread. And we were actually having company over the next day, so I sort of prepped this ahead of time, which was really helpful. And there is some discard since you cut it into the shape of a Christmas tree. So I took the extra dough we had from the Christmas tree and I made it into these little garlic bread crescent rolls, which turned out to be really yummy. And I'll insert a video of the final Christmas tree bread because it turned out to be super delicious and equally as adorable. Cooking definitely takes a lot of time, and sometimes I'm not in the mood for it, but once I get in the kitchen and start making a recipe, it really becomes so calming and therapeutic, and I'll put on a show or a movie or a podcast, but most of the time I'll just put on some music, and it's really such a great time for me to sort out all of my thoughts and also just use my hands. Especially with my career, I'm definitely hunched over my computer for most of the day, so it's really refreshing to have a different sort of activity, to make a delicious meal for my family, and just have this moment of mindfulness to really kick off my evening. This was my first time roasting garlic because the garlic bread called for it, and it was so satisfying. I am absolutely going to roast garlic more often, but pushing the garlic cloves out of the head of garlic was just very, very satisfying. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know how I feel about my kombucha in a wine glass. It is just a ritual around here. And tonight we added some flair because it's Christmas time and I had some cranberries and rosemary in the fridge. So I used those two things to top our kombucha and take it to the next level. It's been really nice to just keep some cranberries and rosemary in the fridge because when we have people over, if I offer them some wine or any kind of drink really, I just pull it out and ask if they want to top their drink with it. And I feel like it's just one of those simple yet fun things to kind of get you in the Christmas mood. If time allows, we love to take a walk around the neighborhood so that we can look at the Christmas lights. And one of the neighbor's kids actually made a scavenger hunt for the lights around the neighborhood. So there's little items on the sheet that you're supposed to find, and I just think that is the most fun and cutest thing. Once we get home from our walk, I took a shower and changed into some cozy PJs. I keep my skincare pretty simple around this time of year, but I mainly focus on hydrating because my skin does tend to get more dry in these winter months. And once I head back downstairs, I light a candle, set the mood. Now it's time for for some hot cocoa. I've been absolutely loving making a warm cup of cocoa every few nights. So I just took a bit of milk. I actually mixed some milk and water because I like it a little milky, but not too milky, so that's just what works for me. And then I added in some of this Starbucks double hot cocoa mix, and of course, topped it with some mini marshmallows. And now it's time to unwind and cozy up on the couch with a Hallmark movie. Typically, I will cozy up on the couch with a Hallmark movie and my laptop because I'm still wrapping up some work, but on this particular night, I put the laptop away and fully watched the movie. If you've been watching the vlogs, you may have heard that I have been on a Hallmark movie kick. In past years, I've heard about Hallmark Christmas movies and I just know the stereotypes. Oh, they're so cheesy, they're just cutesy, Christmassy. But I never really took the time to watch them. But wow, now I am just loving it. I love how they're all just super predictable. They really don't stress you out whatsoever, and they're relatively wholesome as well, which I appreciate. There's nothing crazy that happens. It's just a simple Christmas love story every time. So we've really been enjoying watching these, and my sweet puppy likes to watch them just as much as I do. So that's really special. And this is our first Christmas with our puppy Palmer, and he's just made this time of year even more delightful. So we're really thankful to have him as part of the family. And after we finish watching our Christmas movie, it's typically time to go to bed. So I just blow out the candles, turn off the lights, head upstairs, and get some rest. Thank you all so much for watching this winter holiday night routine. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a beautiful and peaceful rest of your winter season, and I cannot wait to see you next.